Hey, what's up? Brother Hammond's here. Just hanging out. Brother Hammond's. I'm a new guy on the block, uh, trying to get my CDL and everything so that I can join into the big logistics game, which is not a game. It's for real, of course, But I use a lot of sports metaphors, and as you see, I'm a big fan of the LA Rams. I am based here in Southern California. I am still waiting on, hopefully, you can hear me okay. Tilt the phone a little bit. Still waiting uh, report from the sleep study that I did so that I can move forward. I know you're probably tired of hearing me saying that over and over again. I'm tired of saying it over and over again. So hopefully by sometime this week, the score will be converted into some type of report, evaluation, or whatever, and do whatever needs to be done in order to move forward. And I'm looking forward to that. I'm going through the CRST trucking company, their training program for the CDL. Um, And as you probably know, it's pretty much standard throughout the industry or amongst trucking companies that I can tell. You for in exchange for them paying for your trucking school and everything else that's associated with that, the permit and the CDL, uh, you you know uh, I mean, you're not obligated. You can pay it out the pocket or whatever. But the deal is, if you sign on with them or drive for them for 10 months, then they will take care of your schooling. I'm assuming all of that comes in writing there, so that there's no funny business at the end of the 10 months, and you know you're looking to move on into other things, you know, on good terms and everything with the company. At least that's how I would be going. Um, you know, unless there's an offer made that you really wouldn't want to refuse because it's profitable to you as well as to the company there. But with all that said, do 10 months and then you move on, or do 10 months and then continue on. But at any rate, more to follow on all of that. I have to get through school first and get the CDL. I haven't even got there yet, But those of you that have been through all of this, you know all of that. So at any rate, as I am, and as I said, you know, my flow is just going to be pretty much a day in the life of yours truly, Brother Hammonds, from a real world spiritual or just everyday type of flow there. No cursing, no going off, no any of that, and nothing against all of that. Yeah, because I find it quite entertaining when I watch various people do their thing. But and I'm a veteran of the Air Force, so it's not like I don't know about a lot of things and been there, done that, and all that. I'm just not there in some of those areas right now. Um, Not perfect. I'm, I'm the original sinner, the original sinner. So I've got plenty of testimonies as far as that goes. There, you too can change. But my flow again is outreach to just fellow truckers, just trying to you know you know contribute in a positive way to the brotherhood and sisterhood of truckers, or logistical engineers as I like to call us, professional drivers and that sort of thing there, because I think the status should be elevated to a level that's of prominence, with no negative connotations or whatever, with no shame in our games or whatever, but not everybody can do what we do. for a lot of different reasons. Not that you can't learn to do it, although there are a lot of people that can't even learn to do that. There's skill and will, and even though you might have the skill, you passed the test and all of that, you might not have the will to want to do it, and vice versa. So at any rate, I just hold, people that drive, monsters of the road in very high regard. Just like, NASCAR drivers that drive, cars at, serious speeds, and, the drag racers and everything. I mean, that's pilots and things of that nature. I put us in that category. Anywho, um, I came across an article here. This is in the Verge magazine, or online magazine. You can go to theverge.com and do a keyword search for this. In this case, Uber Freight. And I know uh, when you hear that, those of you in the industry, when you hear Uber Freight, it brings on a whole lot of different emotions there. But hey, they appear to be here to stay, and they're going to be making, if they haven't already, made an impact in the industry. And from some of the other videos that I've heard from some of the other pros, that you may or may not want to be exclusive to Uber Freight. You want to maybe use those to, on the back end of something else, of DAT or something like that, the DAT board or whatever, to get yourself back home, or get yourself to wherever. But you also, from this is just reading, and I'm a neophyte. I don't know any better, but I'm just reading here some of the other stuff that they've got going on here. Oh, and the other interesting thing, or my own personal, I guess, position and view. I've also I'm a retiree, from corporate America, so sometimes I do a little ride sharing or whatever, just for some chump change or whatever. And so I do understand the concept, of Uber and Lyft. I'm certain that Lyft is not too far behind with their entry into, the game, freight moving game as well. But Uber is up and cracking, as they say. They've got this thing called, and please forgive me if you already know it. If I'm saying something you already know, then this is just a refresher. For those who don't know, they've got something called Uber Plus. It's a perks program for the trucking application. So you have to download the app. And let's see here, and I'm just going to do a little quoting and reading from online here directly, so that you don't have to. Um, Here's one of the aspects, or here's the kind of the nugget here. The company's app that lets truckers easily book loads. Of course, you know that already. Uber Freight Plus, and it offers truckers different discounts and opportunities depending on how much they drive with the service. And that's something that I know firsthand about, driving for Uber and Lyft, moving human freight. That if you drive for over certain periods of times there, you get certain perks, you get certain bonuses, and that sort of thing here. And one of the aspects here, let's see, I'm at 9 minutes, is that as long as drivers haul one load per month with Uber Freight, they'll be eligible for the Uber Freight Plus fuel card. And that translates into, at least right now, they can use the card to save 20 cents per gallon off the retail price of gas at TA and petrol truck stops, as well as 15 cents per gallon at specific locations in California, Texas, and Illinois of roadies. So I'm not familiar with all of those entities there. Maybe you have more information on that, as well as whether or not that's a good discount. If you have some information and feedback on that, please drop it into the comments there. Let's see. Also, save up to 30% on Goodyear tires. And I think this, and again, this is all with just, driving one load per month with them. Now, once drivers haul 10 loads total as Uber Freight Plus members, they'll be eligible for up to $16,000 off new truck purchases from Navistar, or up to $4,000, a $4,000 rebate on used trucks from the company's international brand. And see, lastly, Uber Freight Plus members can save 20 to 50% off the cost of parts on truck maintenance at Navistar centers, even if they own a different brand of truck. And you can get discounts on phone plans with Sprint, who was just purchased by T-Mobile. So they'll need to update their site here a little bit there. But at any rate, there's a whole lot more in this particular article that you might want to check out, if you're curious about Uber Freight and how it can work for you. It'll be something that I'll look into and be following as I, get my CDL and start to learn more and more about the business, and and grow in knowledge and everything. And as I see it, I'll share it. Let's see, is there anything else that I can pull out of here just before I sign off? Yeah, well, I'll just let you, read the article during one of your 30-minute downtimes or resets. So I just wanted to, bring that to you quickly, because it's something that just came out. They just started this. See, this article was written March the 21st. So, the information has been out there, but I haven't seen anybody speak on it on any of the YouTube channels there. So be sure to check out this article here in The Verge, TheVerge.com, and then just do a keyword search of Uber Freight. All right. As always, in the meantime, in between time, be blessed. And then be a blessing to somebody, somewhere, somehow, and in some way. I'm Brother Hammonds. God bless.